And it's okay. I honestly,
Like I said,
when you
you want to
said
put
that,
everything under one scenario versus just
here
breaking
we
it
go.
down and seeing what scenario fits one. Like it's not
It's
ever
it's
just
it's the
one thing.
realization.
He
I just
don't
wanted
have
you to get the
kids.
realization of the
Yes, he have
conversation. Because
kids.
what I'm telling you is, no, y'all not hearing me. Because what I'm telling you
No,
is,
I hear you.
if I'm first, like really putting first, like right now, if I'm telling you I put you first, and my mama is the lady in my life, I don't have nobody right now. My mama is the lady in my life. But when I get a woman, my mama is going to know that my woman is first, right? So therefore, when you ask me, oh, if your mama don't like me and you don't like me, guess what? My mama, you don't have to get with it, but I'm going with you.
So you put your mom in the back seat.
For my wife, yes, because I'm putting her first.
Okay, but what if your wife?
And my mama will understand that.
What if your wife?
Because my mama's going to have to lead us every. We're going to have to keep going creating, and then
I
she's
don't-
going to once be that mother that has to get put in the back seat.
I don't put mamas in the back seat.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You don't understand. That's what I'm saying. Y'all know how to disconnect.
As a
I'm
woman,
not.
I'm just not gonna put your mom in the
That's
backseat unless
disrespectful.
she.
Yeah. But see, here go the difference
insists.
between y'all. See, so you're not dealing with an alpha male. My mama's gonna be happy and understanding while she's in the back seat. My mama might get in the back seat before you even have to ask, because my mama's gonna know that I'm putting you first and I'm dating you. But it's to come with the respect. I'm not dating my mama.
Okay.
My mama's gonna always be my mama no matter what. You might not always be my wife. My mama's gonna always be. I'm gonna always be her respectable son. Put my mama in the back seat don't mean I'm disrespecting my mama. It's mean I'm respecting my wife. You get what I'm saying? Because guess what? When my mama dating her dude, let me tell y'all the difference. When my mama dating her man,
Contradicting.
guess what? Guess where I'm getting at when she with her man? I'm getting in the back seat. And I'm not thinking twice. And I'm not saying, oh, she's not a mother to me because I'm in the back seat. And she ain't gonna think I'm not a son to her because she in the back seat.
My kids always been in the backseat. That's
So I answered y'all question though. You see how I answered y'all question? I didn't say, well, shit, y'all both gonna sit in the front and you gonna sit in her lap. I didn't say none of that.
Say my kids is gonna
That's what
sit
you
in
said with the
backseat,
chicken though.
But that's not the same. That's not a life or death situation. A backseat and a front seat.
No, what I'm saying is y'all use that for y'all example. Y'all asked the
You gave a
question
life
and I
death
answered.
situation. We starving hungry.
I didn't say he was gonna die from not eating. I just said we both starving. I didn't say we are gonna die.
That's why I said you could go a couple days.
So you're gonna choose the son.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's okay. It
And
just
you should
means
too. As
so
a man, you
we
should
got
be
all the
like-
way here because a woman couldn't just accept the fact that I'm gonna walk into a situation where you have kids, they're the man is never
Sometimes.
gonna be first.
Sometimes you'll be
It's-
put.
I'm not
first.
okay. I understand this
Everything's
situation is okay.
situational.
Boom, I understand that. But overall, because we're talking overall, not specific, your kids are gonna come first, and it's okay. Because if I had a baby mama and she was dating a man and she thinks she's gonna put that man over my kids, we're gonna have a real fucking problem. So it's not a wrong answer. I'm just letting y'all know that's the realization of the situation. So you might have to attract to a beta male or a Russell Wilson, a simp who's okay with saying, "I'll come second and behind, and baby, you run the show." Because a real man that run the show, he's gonna be number one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's over there teaching another man's kid how to throw the ball. He's okay with that. And it's okay. He's a good man. He's a good man. But our men, he's just a certain type of man. And it's betas. And a beta man don't mean it's a bad man. It's just a man for her. Because I don't want to walk in. And no truth. It's like even if no real man wants to walk into a situation where he's the sole provider and he's second no matter what the outcome. And I'm not even saying it might be a situation you got to pick between me and your kids. But if it did, like I just told you, if your son, why would I come somewhere where I got to feel threatened at any emotion and I'm the sole provider and I courted you and I fell in love with you and made you fall in love with me and I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do, but it can get ruined because the fact that you have kids. And if you come in right now, like I said, if you had to put your kids first, like we agree, and your kids said, "Mama, I can't do it with this man." You love me, but your kid don't. It affects our relationship. But I come in with no kids, and if I love you, nothing else affects it.
I didn't see in a relationship going firsthand like that. Like my brothers and my stepdad into it, and he stayed.
I'm saying, ain't about he stays. I'm saying if it comes down, your brother ain't make if I'm talking about right now, you got a 6-year-old and he can talk, and you dating a man, and if your 6-year-old say, "Mama, I don't even want to be with you if you're gonna be with this man, I can't do it, I can't stand him," and you don't even know what his reason is.
But she chose the provider anyway.
I'm talking to you, and no matter what his reason is, your 6-year-old can't deal with this man you dating. You love this man, and your 6-year-old is even telling you, "I'm gonna go with my dad, and I want to talk to you no more as long as you with this man." What are you doing?
Leaving him.
Exactly. So at that point, he didn't even have a say so. Your kid did. No matter how good of a man he was, no matter how whatever, he was already second. He was never ahead. He was never ahead. His mercy lied on your kids, and that's cool. You get what I'm saying? That's cool. Because it's like if you date a man with kids and his daughter don't like you, no matter what, she just can't get with you. And he love his daughter, and he's the soul. See, it's different with a man because the man normally ain't even having the it's the woman's first, the mother's baby, daddy maybe, however that go. I don't have kids, I just know what I'm saying. But if it's a dad that has, custody of his daughter, and if his daughter didn't like you, and he didn't like you,
It's
he
not-
wouldn't be wrong choosing his daughter's
Yeah, because
well-being over yours. So you're
it'll
never
never
wrong.
work.
But in that
Yeah.
situation, you got to accept the fact that the man is never first. So an alpha man would never be the kingdom, be the head of a kingdom that you're not even in control of. What do that make sense?
But what if
mean,
she's
it
in
all
control
goes-
of her kingdom?
Yeah.
You can't. It's no. I'm saying I just gave y'all scenarios, right? So no matter how much you in control of your kid, so you're gonna tell your kid like, well, you're gonna sit here and you're gonna.
It's only your scenario.
That's why kids run away.
Yeah.
That's why kids run away. So you saying you say your kid's safety if they saying they don't even feel comfortable being here? I ain't never did nothing to them, nothing. They just don't even feel comfortable. That's just how kids be set up. Because I'm telling you, my mama used to bring dudes in the house. We just didn't like them off the rip. He didn't even have a chance.
My mom was a single mom, and honestly, there was never a time where I was just, oh, I don't like him. And
Okay.
It wasn't ever a
So
reason.
I know I give a lot of examples that y'all feel like more personal. The examples to show you that stuff can happen. So let me just say this. What I'm saying is I'm only giving these examples. It has happened. May not happen to y'all, right? So
living
good,
proof.
perfect case, but it can happen. So the examples to show you that the man was never in control of the situation once there's a kid involved. The kid is number one. The kid is priority, and that's understood.
So did
So
he
an
come
alpha male
looking
would
for
never want his
control?
fate to be determined by another person besides himself, because he's the alpha.
What if he doesn't have to? What if, okay, the child's father is active in their life and you really don't need to discipline?
And even
Yeah,
then,
even
I'm
we not
still not
looking-
in control. We finna go on a trip. We on our way out the door. The father tell you he finna come pick the kid up from school. We at the airport. The school calling. The father never came. Guess what the mother instincts have to do? Not my kid. Guess what you have to do? We got to ruin our trip
But that could be with a babysitter
to go get
or
the kid.
anybody.
That could be with anybody. Exactly. So
You got
at that
uncle,
point,
cousin, brother.
the kids were always in control of our fate.
But
I
that's
paid for
even
the
if
flight.
y'all
I did
had
my
y'all
part as the
own
alpha male.
kids, though.
That's what I'm saying. You saying if and what if.
But
We're
you
talking
made that
about what
commitment.
is.
You
But
should
you're
be
saying your
expecting it.
scenarios. I'm giving a scenario myself. Okay, if this was your kids and y'all were flying and y'all was having y'all's own vacation and something happens and they call and say, oh, the babysitter didn't pick up the kid. Now, what do you have to decide?
as
you
the
have to make sure
leader
that you're-
and the alpha of the situation, when you get a provider, what I say is going to go anyway,
Even
right?
if they no,
You're submissive.
even if
So
they
you're not even
even if
submissive.
they're
But I
not
say
your
don't go, right?
kids, even if they're not your kids, this is our life, right? So you used to the kids now. So why is it not a thought?
It's like y'all not hearing what I'm saying or y'all don't want to hear it.
I'm hearing what you're saying. I'm just
Go-
giving a different scenario.
have a kid.
Saying if it's your kids, you're
And
still
with
gonna
me
have
being
to drop
the alpha
everything.
and you being
You're gonna have to
submissive,
be a
if
dad
we're
no
dropping
matter
our trip,
what.
if I say we're dropping our trip, it really ain't even no exclamation. Ain't no
Okay, what if
ain't no explanation
what if you want to be
on
a
why we
father,
dropping the
but
trip. But if we dropping the trip because of my kid, then the trip just got dropped.
All I
As
could
simple as
do-
that.
how do you
And you
feel
rolling
about
with whatever I'm
adoption
rolling with.
then?
I'm answering your question. You trying to still change it. What I'm telling you is, if it was my kids and we had to
Okay.
cancel the trip because of something going on with my kids, well, it don't even matter. The trip got canceled, and that's what we doing because
So if you're
I
gonna
probably funded the trip and it was my idea. But if we cancel it, because you're rolling with whatever I do, but I'm not rolling with whatever you do. You get what I'm saying? I'm not submitting to you. You're submitting
so
to
it's
me.
not a team. It's not
It's-
teamwork
yeah.
to you.
So you're not
It's-
submissive.
No, you're
The
supposed to
relationship
be
The guy's
a
always
one-sided.
second.
No,
It's
you can be
one-sided.
submissive and still be a team. Not every woman that's been in a man's corner. There's women that are submissive, but he still wants to take her opinion and say so because he respects his woman enough to have her say so and like respect her and I
And that-
do want to hear you
and
because
that's perfectly
as
fine.
an alpha male you do have to listen to your girl at the end of the day too. That
You
she's
can
still-
listen. And I mean, it's what it is. But okay, that's cool. Great. You got a great point. But overall, all in all, what I'm saying is, the man is never going to be over the kid. So he comes into a situation where he's not even in control. So even if, like I said,
So don't
even
come.
even if you and your baby daddy are having trouble and it causes some stress on you because of what he won't do for the kid and what he do that, and I got to step in and pick up that slack of that stress that I didn't cause. So even if it's a sense of like, oh, he's supposed to go to daddy this weekend, I got to go to a seminar, can you watch the kid? That's cool, but I got to step in so you won't have that stress of the daddy not holding his part for a kid that's not even mine, because stress that was caused by somebody else.
But you asked
At that
for
point, I'm never in full control.
But you would already know before y'all got to that point if the dad was dependable or not 9 times out of 10 because she's gonna already be complaining about these things if it is a problem, or you're not gonna hear her complain and you're never gonna hear, oh, he forgot to pick the kid up, or like you're not gonna. It's gonna be one way or the other. You're gonna hear it before you get too deep in.
Things happen, and that's what I'm saying. He could be a great father, but then he could be like, well,
And
shit,
that's when I'm giving.
I
the
ain't even going to go get the
example
kids, and he has that right to do that because guess who got to do it? You have to do it as the mother. So if he be like, I'm just choosing today, I'm not gonna get it. She can have that nigga go pick the kids up. He had that right, but I can't say that because I'm the guy choosing to step in and be second.
Say what you want.
I mean, y'all don't want to admit because we had to get deeper into this other nonsense stuff because y'all didn't want to just hear the fact that I'm saying that a man walks in, when a man steps a woman with a child, he walks into a situation where he's already ready to be put second.
then you're saying basically when a man chooses to have a child as well, he's choosing to be second.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, your scenario still, or maybe your nuts don't work and you have to adopt a kid. How are you going to treat that kid? That's
We're
not
gonna
your
both
seed.
have sole custody. So even in a situation, that'd be a situation where it's both of us.
Okay. If the dad's in jail and you don't have to ever to deal with the daddy and you adopt the child as your own, like, what's the difference in that?
I'm
Or when the
still
dad has
choosing to
died.
take on someone else's responsibility. Like I said, no real man wakes up and say, "I'm ready."
So
So
no
you
real,
taking on that
so no real
responsibility.
man would adopt a child,
So
basically.
only a
So
beta.
you-
I didn't say, yeah. What I'm saying is, again,
So an alpha.
society will
can't
tell
be
you a real man is a man that comes in and date a
alpha
woman
can't
with
be a
kids.
stepfather.
So he can't be
An
alpha
alpha
if his
can't be a
nuts don't work.
stepfather.
I ain't saying he
That's
probably
what
would choose not
Because
to.
you alpha, right?
I ain't say he
we gotta
can't.
cancel this trip because the kids, right?
Yeah, I didn't say he
So,
can't be a stepfather.
we
He
gotta
was
cancel
probably
this
9
trip,
times out of
right?
10, and his true alphaness do with that man, that soft man that she said. Once he know you got kids, he probably would go and marry a woman without him before he marry a woman with him. That's what I'm saying. And it's like if you didn't have kids and I didn't have kids and me and this dude was both qualified in all the same levels and I had no kids and he got 5 kids, I would hope that you would choose wisely too. We on the same level, same amount of many attraction, everything. You're going to choose the one with no kids. That's all I'm trying to say. But I don't even want to go back and forth because like I said, it's a very like sensitive subject because like I said, society and women do this a lot. Like they already demasculate men, say they sexy for a lot of stuff that they don't like the fact that a man won't do. You know what I'm saying? And that's what they do. And that's why a lot of men be crashing out trying to please a woman who don't even really understand. Because, and with that being said, just simple as that, I'm just going to end it right there. Fellas, don't let these women tell you what a man is.